Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime, but for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. At midfield. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 51 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
It's in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And mark him down way up close. A first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Completes it to Dixon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
At the 30. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Complete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Roethlisberger. Dixon, complete. And there.
It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ben to throw again. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's got this down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 21 yards away. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
You're right about that, but your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset now. How do you break it down?
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger as they have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dixon. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Dixon. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stay down. Here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
Well, definitely a little bit of disappointment there because when you kick a short field goal...
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's go.
That one goes for 24 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete at the Colts' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. At the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdowns.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
You throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter...
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big plays back and forth just... Here's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Dixon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play got the momentum going, right? That's
It's to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like
here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.